Hello, hello, hello. Hey guys, hey Jay, hey Beatles, hey Wesky. Happy Spicy Thursday. How are we doing? It is incredibly toasty in my office. I tried to cool it down a little before I started with honestly, not as much success as I was hoping to have, so you know, it's okay. We deal with it and we move on. How we doing though? I've heard that the event has been met with something of a mixed reception, let's say. Curious to see what it's gonna feel like. I haven't actually really read up on much about it, honestly. Other than like the very bare bones. Mainly because, as I've said before, for whatever reason, when I read stuff, I'm like, I'm just gonna wait to see how it plays out in game. So here we are. I'm gonna try to figure it out. Hey Dre, how goes? Hope you're having good. Having a good one, I mean. Having good. Um, Confirmed on Twitter, they said they're looking into, more cakes. Good. Because like I said, last year, I was, the cake stonks were horrible last year. Yeah, they were awful last year. I'm hoping that they'll improve them this year. But yeah, like you're lost completely. And yeah, Dre, sure thing. Like I said, I have in the title. I don't know when we'll be doing open lobbies. I'm gonna be starting by just leveling Amanda. Though honestly, if they are gonna be increasing the rates, then maybe I shouldn't get her to P100 today, because maybe you know what? Actually, let me change stream title, because if they are going to buff the cake rates, then I'll probably wait to level her until they've done that. Which actually, let me check that to see if they give a date. Because if they're like, oh, we're not gonna throw it in until a bug fix happens, then that's like too far in the future, honestly. Sorry, I'm gonna be honest, I opened up Twitter and there was just, this is gonna sound really stupid, there was a post about fucking Hannah Montana, like the TV show. And I was like, ooh, I I just want to read this really quick. Sorry, that was so unnecessary, but with how the artist formerly known as Twitter works these days, I know that if I don't read it now, it will just disappear forever. Um let's see. Banquet coins, rarity. Um, okay, so there's no actual info. They just said they're looking into it. Got it. And I guess I'll probably wait to level then. It's not, it's not even about using the BP, honestly. Also, hello, Demon. How goes? I hope you're having a good one. It's not even so much about the using of the blood points, because I actually have the 10 million code still to use. It's specifically the fact that for me, Amanda is at P80. And if it's anything like last year, the stupid, dumbass, dog shit decision that they made, and I will stand by that. Usually, I'll watch my words, but like, the fact that they made it a maximum of 1 cake per blood web pisses me the fuck off. I'm sorry. It used to be in prior years that when you were at like level 50 of a blood web, you, as killer, you would have 3 to 4 cakes per blood web. It's stupid that they made a maximum of 1. I don't even want to get into it, because I ranted about this constantly during the event last year, and it genuinely ruined the event for me. The fact that they were being so, It's the fact that it's such an anti-player decision. Like, of all the fucking things to cap and limit, blood points, your literal free currency, when you have a freemium currency in the form of iridescent shards, and then an actual premium currency, and you can't, and the only thing you can do with blood points is level characters. You can't buy cosmetics. You can't do stuff that you would really be spending money on anyway. It just pisses me off. Like, it's such an anti-player decision, and I don't understand. It's one of those behaviors, often taking like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, 1 step forward, 1 step back. And it's like, overall, they're trending positively if you look at the game over the course of 10 years. But sometimes, I'm just like, who the fuck is making these calls? Like, I don't know. It shows such a disconnect that it just leaves such a bad taste in my mouth that I can't even put into words right now without actually going on a full rant and a half. But yeah, that's ugh. Anyway, that aside, sorry, that was probably a bit more aggro than needed to be for the start of stream. But like, oh my god, like I said, the free currency is not what you need to do. I'm gonna change stream title real quick. Also, guys, I know sometimes when I do this, it causes stream to upload or update for you guys, or refresh rather. Apologies if that happens. Also, hello, zombie. How goes? I hope you're doing well. Okay, let's see. But you guys are liking the new lad, huh? I'll probably wind up trying for his adept later. Let's see. But yeah, I'm going to... You're about to get a pink screen of doom because, I guess the game isn't showing quite yet. And then I'm gonna switch this over pretty quickly because I want to get back into the game. Or we get into the game, rather. So once it does show up, guys, if there are any issues with the audios or visuals, please let me know, so I can fix it. Otherwise, I'm gonna hopefully have it showing up in a couple. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Hey, I'm back from vacay. Well, I hope you had a good trip home. And a lovely, relaxing vacation. / fun vacation. Dearest Bloodstain, your works in the service of the Black Veil these past years have proven invaluable to our cause. For your efforts, you are cordially invited to join us at this year's banquet. Remember your vows. A broken silence will be punished. 4-3-12. So has anyone decoded this yet? Out of curiosity? Ooh, also, so there's definitely something wrong about my setup. Give me a moment. Oh gosh, what did I do? How do I always manage to do this? As we go down, down, down the road, down the witch's road. Down, down. Ooh. Wait. Unlocked on... My years of faithful service came to fruition. I received an invitation to the most exclusive event in the world, where those who shape the future break bread. Ho ho ho. Okay. Okay, the banquet begins. You're cordially invited to the Black Banquet to enjoy the finest dining the fog has to offer. Over the course of the trial, you will enjoy our main course and devour our our delectable dessert. Indulgence is not without consequence. Pursue or peruse the gameplay details, okay? Excuse me. Okay, rules and etiquette. The event features a main course and a dessert, with each one offering a unique gameplay experience. At the start of each trial, the menu of the day will be selected, dictating 3 effects that will persist throughout the match. A global effect that persists for the duration of the main course, an effect granted whenever survivors eat morsels, and a temporary effect for survivors that assemble 4 morsels on their banquet tables. Survivors must eat morsels collected from dining carts to instantly use effects, or assemble 4 at a banquet table to get a banquet payoff. Killers want to poison the dining carts to contaminate the next morsel. Survivor that eats it will be poisoned, reducing their sprinting ability. Poisoned morsels will not count toward banquet table progress. Pallets, generators, banquet tables, and portals can also be poisoned. Poison can also be thrown at survivors. Dessert. This phase begins when 4 generators are completed or 1 survivor remains. Okay. So last gen left or 1 survivor left. Morsels and poison are no longer available to collect. Instead, interactions with the dining cart or banquet table will grant one of the following brief effects. Haste, elusive, endurance. Okay, so wait. I'm kind of confused. Hold on. I probably should have watched some details on this first, but, you know, learn by doing. Okay, so you bring the morsels. Okay, I just have to read at this point at some point. So wait, what is the eating the more? Oh, you know what? I should probably keep reading. Okay, peruse the menu. Following dishes grant a variety of different gameplay effects. Global. Stuffed trotters gain haste after completing generator or hooking a survivor. Eat a morsel. Dash forward with a burst of speed. Okay, so you can eat a morsel to get a little zoomy sprint burst. Do we know what the numbers are for the zoomy sprint burst in terms of time and speed bonus? Banquet payoff. All survivors heal 1 health state. Oh. Okay, so is this, like, permanent, then? 4 seems like a relatively low number to get that, but... Let's see. Creamy pasta. Oh, okay, I understand. At the beginning, we get one of these options, and that will affect the rest of the match. Understood. Haha. Reading comprehension, guys. Reading comprehension. I am capable of it sometimes. Okay, so the creamy pasta version is fragile pallets appear throughout the trial. Does that... I assume that means... Okay. I was about to ask, why is there a different... Because this is clearly you have a survivor bonus and a killer bonus. And at first I was like, why is there just a survivor bonus of bonus pallets? I would assume that means that some of the pallets that would be normal pallets are replaced with fragile pallet. I'm gonna pause for a second, guys. I'm gonna pause for a second. I'm gonna full screen because I have a theory. A game theory. And I'm not being facetious. Hold on. Let me bring myself in focus. Okay. Let me explain why I'm stopping for a second. I have a theory. Okay. Like I was just getting at. I'm assuming. Now, I'll see what it actually feels like in game, but I'm assuming based off of the fact that for the first option, both sides get a bonus, aka zoomies, after you complete a gen or a hook, okay? To me, that implies that all of the global effects should have a bonus for both sides. So, upon reading, fragile pallets appear throughout the trial. That makes it sound like, huh, weird. That sounds like a survivor exclusive bonus, more pallets. Wrong. I would assume that some of the normal pallet spawns are going to be replaced by fragile pallets. So basically, there are going to be more pallets altogether, but technically there are going to be fewer real pallets. Here's my conspiracy. You guys know how my theory for the whole pallet density issue is that they accidentally raised the cap on pallets. Like, the minimum's still the same, which is why you can still have normal trials, but that they accidentally raised the caps. I bet that what happened is, in getting the code set up for this event, they accidentally fucked up and made it so that the new cap includes the fragile pallet spawns from this event. That's probably what happened. I am talking out of my ass right now because I know shit about game developing. But that's my theory because it would make sense to me. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking right now. That's my theory. That's my theory. And, anyway. Also, hello, Lord. How goes? I hope you're having a good one. Welcome in. Don't think creamy pasta does what, Wesky? Also, hello, Drew. How goes? TLDR, my theory is the reason why we suddenly started seeing more pallets on certain maps is because somewhere in the spaghetti code, the coding for the banquet that involved the potential, basically by implementing the ability to spawn in pallets via fragile pallets throughout the trial, I think they fucked up the code. Anyway. Let me continue reading. Eating a morsel. Okay. So this one gives zoomies. This one gives windows of opportunity. Ew, iframes? That's stupid. Unless it's, like, literally a couple seconds. That's actually crazy. Banquet payoff. All survivors heal 1 health state, gain ability to build and reset pallets. All pallets cannot be broken. Damn. Okay. Damn, trapper gameplay. Well, but what I mean, though, Wesky, is that, right here, it says, gain haste after completing generator or hooking survivor. Portals appear granting teleportation. Those are both, like, universal bonuses for both killers and survivors. It doesn't make sense for Creamy Pasta to only have a survivor bonus. So to me, the only logical conclusion, and this might be giving behavior too much benefit of the doubt, but I'm still willing to give them it. My assumption is that some of the basically, overall, you'll have more pallets, but some of the pallets that would be normal pallets are going to be fragile pallets. That's the only way that makes sense to me. Otherwise, it's not even, like, a bad design. It just doesn't make sense. Like, and sometimes you have to be willing to give, like, someone the benefit of the doubt, and I'm willing to be wrong here, but that just doesn't make sense otherwise. And if it doesn't make sense, and that is the way it is, the doesn't make sense version, then I don't know what to say. But, I feel like it just means that some of them have to be fragile. That would normally spawn as normal pallets. And, you know what? Even further, that would continue to explain why on Midwich, you'll sometimes randomly have pallets that are supposed to be there. For example, the god pallets that are always supposed to be there, the code thinks they're supposed to be fragile pallets, and that's why they don't spawn in. That's my theory, and I'm sticking with it. Also, hello, Billalord. How goes? I hope you're doing well. Okay, let's finish reading. This I don't understand. This seems crazy, but, you know. Let's see. Portals appear. Briefly become invisible. Survivors heal 1 health state. Using portal refreshes held items or gives new white. Ooh, that's fun. Stupid, but fun. Okay, let's try this. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Damn, no bonus, huh? Actually, do we not have, like, a blood hunt or anything while this is going on? This is the anniversary event. We're gonna see how it is. Hopefully it's not awful, but we shall see. Let's see how long it takes to get a cake on Pyramid Head. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, the spawn rates have definitely gone down from last year, because I remember at least last year for Killer, they were at least appearing, like, every blood web, basically, like, 1 per blood web, but the problem was they were capped at 1 per blood web. They definitely screwed up the spawn rates in the web, and I will say, although I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt for a lot of other things, the fact that this sort of thing wasn't caught in, pre-launch testing is actually unacceptable. I mean, I guess in a literal sense it is acceptable because I'm willing to accept it, but it shouldn't be. Like, that's crazy that this type of thing was... This is actually so stupid that this wasn't caught in, wasn't caught. Wow. 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 I'm actually disgusted by this. You know what I'm more disgusted by, though? Genuinely. Mama Marcus had to buy some, replacement knobs for some cabinets that we have. And I am now getting ads, like Amazon pop-up ads, for the knobs that she bought. And that is disgusting to me. The fact that apparently whatever algorithm that tracks us and our shopping habits knows that I live with her, she was shopping for those and is now advertising them to me. It actually makes me want to vomit. So you know what? At least behavior isn't literally stalking me. Aw, I'm glad to hear that you're doing good, Billa Lord. I hope you, and thank you. Sorry. Words. I'm getting myself, annoyed, I guess. I don't know what a better word for it is. I'm working myself up, and I shouldn't be, but like, oh my god. My expectations were low, and they somehow managed to surpass them in the worst way possible. Specifically with regards to the blood web, which was something I was already... Because literally what I was thinking to myself was, at worst case scenario, it will be as bad as it was last year. Also, hello, username. How goes? I hope you're having a good one. Yeah, I think I'll like the event. I think the things that I'm currently most, confused by, though, are... Well, one, it feels like the number is low, but I'll have to see how it actually plays out in match. Two, some of these effects seem too strong in endgame, considering how low the barrier to entry seems to be. And three, I'm gonna have to bring on Zanshin tactics, and of course, as I do, to figure out if I'm right about the global effect of that one option. Oh, but username, Wesky, assuming that you're talking about my 12 levels getting 1K, keep in mind that because I did the first 12 levels, literally every single blood web except levels 10 and 11 don't have any nodes eaten by the entity. Now, I will say, to be fair, historically, for anniversary events, usually the first 1 through 4 levels don't have any anniversary nodes anyway. But still, the way it used to be is that every single blood web would have at least 1 per level. And the fact that I'm going multiple, like, high-level blood webs without any is actually just... I don't know. The fact that they didn't catch it is crazy to me. Wait, you can't eat cakes in endgame? Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm confused, because it seems to be saying that what happens is the diner thing starts when there are 4 generators complete. So I'm not talking about eating the morsels, I'm talking about the banquet payoff. So I'm saying that endgame stuff seems OP. Which, like, I mean, I understand that it's supposed to be in the sense that, like, hey, you've done the thing, rather than taking the mini morsels you have, put it towards the banquet payoff, but, like, it seems like the effort going into them is low enough that having unbreakable pallets for the rest of the game seems crazy. Unless it then gets canceled once the last gen pops, in which case... Okay, I'm gonna be real, guys. If people are straight up complaining, if I'm wrong, if I'm misunderstanding, and the way the banquet works is it's only available for the last gen, then I think people are complaining way too much. If it is for the rest of the trial, then I think that the complaints are fair. If people are complaining over 1 generator worth of shenanigans, that's actually... I'm gonna be real. People aren't beating the Reddit killers are being whiny allegations. I'm still, speaking of giving you the benefit of the doubt, I'm assuming that it's until the end game. Until the end of the game, I mean. If I'm wrong, then people are complaining. Then again, I should probably put my money where my mouth is and play a match, huh? So let's do it. Hey, glad to see the queue times are at least low for killer, haha. Huh. Ooh, you know what I just thought of? Awesome. Love that for me. But you know what I just thought of? Zanshin Tactics is gonna be kind of interesting because it will let me see where survivors are based off where they're, putting the... Oh my god, what's what I'm looking for? Pallets, the fake pallets. Hold on. Wait, banquet payoff can't be triggered on an enemy because you can't... Oh, okay. I misunderstood. I thought that the banquet payoff was dessert. Got it. Okay, got it. I understand now. They really should have added an additional sentence here, or words here. A main course with a banquet payoff and a dessert. I was reading that as the dessert is the banquet payoff. Got it. Wait, then let me try to re-understand this. Oh, and it's a temporary payoff effect. How long does the temporary effect last? Well, you know what? I guess I should just figure it out. Let's see if I can actually get a match this time or if it kicks me out. Wait. Okay, speaking of Reddit killers complaining, and again, this is something that I'm sure my opinion might change once I'm actually playing. With how everyone's talking, I would have never thought that the killer could get the haste boost undetectable blindness immunity. Because literally the only thing that people are saying is that, oh, the only thing killer can do is poison stuff. Like, that doesn't seem like... It sounds like you're lying to me, Reddit, for several reasons. Anyway, let's see how it goes, though. We shall see, we shall see. Also, I probably shouldn't be warming up with Huntress because my hands are genuinely sweating so much right now because it is 80 degrees in my office. You know what? I'm gonna be real. I don't know. It makes them slow, question mark? I don't know. Am I crazy or does it not tell you what poisoning does? Yeah, it just reduces sprinting ability. You can also throw them at people somehow. Okay, I'm gonna be real. Every time I see a temp, I'm like, I'm always just stressed that they're accurate. I hate to say it. Especially during events. Also, I just remember that I need to buy the, new Survivor. Assuming that... I mean, I would... Actually, I probably shouldn't assume. Good. I was gonna say, I'm assuming I can get him for shards. Anyway. Ooh, speaking of snowball throwing, that reminds me to make sure that my key bindings are correct for activate event stuff. Okay, I'm in killer. Okay. Okay. Hey guys, you get to see my gross settings. Haha, F to sprint, guys, F to sprint. Okay, let's see how this goes, shall we? I also think that it's worth bringing Forever Entwined because of the fragile pallets, I can't lie. Make pickups less painful. Anyway, also guys, absolutely, first of all, hello. I hope everyone's doing well, and, yeah, if you guys have any, I'm more than, normally, I'm more likely to be snarky about advice if I think it's something I'm familiar with and I feel like I'm being, talked down to. Today, feel free to give me advice on stuff relating to this event, because I'm gonna be real. I watched no content about it. I'm not confident in my own reading comprehension relating to it, so, yeah. If y'all are like, hey Marcus, did you know you can do this? The answer will probably be no, I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me. Who did this? Oh my god, I just realized we're finally able to see who didn't bring cakes during the anniversary event. Omae wa mo shinderu. You had one job. And you brought salty lips the go next offering, you clown. Huh. I'm a survivor main. You think I'm gonna take this lightly? Huh. Doctor cures your madness. Credit card declines. A doctor presses and holds the active ability button. I want to give a huge shout out to the art team for bringing all my charm and player card ideas to life. I also want to apologize to the art team because the ideas are going to start getting more unhinged. God, I always forget. This is the best part about the event is getting to read all of the, everyone at Behavior's couple of cents that they want to throw in. Just come here so I can kill you. In-game, right? Alright. Okay, haste and action speed. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so I already have poison. What do the banquet tables look like? I guess I have my answer. Oh my god, that's a wall. Hey. Oh, I thought that would hit, actually. Ooh. Okay. Where is Elodie going? Ooh. Nice. Okay. Okay. Oh, I forgot to check who didn't bring streamers. Cakes. Ah, Elodie. Okay. Oh, so you can poison like gens and stuff too. Got it, got it. Okay. Interesting. Got it. I should really just be poisoning everything, huh? Beautiful. Okay. Oh, you're hurt by a huntress. I don't have a rhyme to finish the song here. There are a lot of carts. Food carts, at least it feels like there are a lot. I can't tell if it... is there a way of knowing if it's, like, quote-unquote still poisoned? Oh, beautiful. Love that for me. Unless it's head-on. Oh, wrong one. There she is. Hi. Yoink. Normally, I'd give the old lookaroo Roni and cheese, but someone didn't bring me cake. So she goes right up on the hook. Give me a P. Give me an E. Give me a T. T. Y. Marcus is petty all the time. Oh, you're a Rel. I thought you were Elodie at first. Yeah, whatever. What am I doing? I literally just checked a locker. I had darkness revealed already. But interesting to know that it'll make good sounds for you when they're, sick and such. I thought that would actually connect with her. Oops, Lamau. Let's see. Ooh, that was a good duck. Let's see. Oh wow, I actually had to hack this. I'm so dumb. Let's see. Wow, I'm just missing all my shots now. I am not the huntress. GG's gamer, I will take my 1K because your Elodie made it out. GG's. I kick. Huh, okay. Also, hello there, Aylin Sira. Start the game today and you see me playing. Aw, thank you. Though I will say, this definitely wasn't my finest match, that's for sure. Then again, gosh, that map. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I've gotten that map too often as Huntress. Also, hello, Rubber Ducky. How goes? I hope you are having a good one. Welcome in. God, I want to play Pig, but I can't. Okay, I'm gonna do a handful of blood points in her and just get a couple cakes. Okay, or at least one. I want to do at least one match as Amanda. That's really what it comes down to. Well, you know what? Why don't I dress up for the masquerade? Even though it's not the masquerade. What does... I'm sorry, gamer. I'm a little confused with what you're asking. I think you have a bit of a typo in your sentence. Let's see, is if I want to run... Yeah, I'll do this. But it's currently the anniversary event, if that's what you're asking about. The 10th anniversary specifically. This year it's called the Black Banquet. It was previously the Twisted Masquerade the last couple of years. But basically... honestly, the event is kind of convoluted. I only just played my first match of it myself. And I'm not totally sure about all of the intricacies, but I'm hoping to figure it out. Right now, it seems like, I think that I think that as killer, it's important to use your poison during the event. I'll say that, and actually, guys, for those of you who have played Survivor in this game mode by now, or already, how long does it take to interact with the banquet tables and get food? Because I'm kind of surprised that the killer action takes time, as opposed to it being like an almost instant thing. The only reason that I would go, okay, that makes sense, is if survivors take longer to interact and get food. But if survivors get the morsels from the banquet table as quickly, it's like, I think they have to be longer, you know what I mean? It takes time. Well, yeah, but Rubber Ducky, I mean, like, how long? If it's the same time, I think that's dumb. Because historically, behavior has always made it so that killers do that sort of action quicker for exactly this reason of, for survivors can constantly be grabbing morsels. I hate that it takes me out of crouch. Some events, they do it that way, others they don't. Interesting. I'm going about this the wrong way, but that's fine. I'll just reveal myself. They heard me anyway. Thanks to interacting with this taking me out. Are you just sitting on this gen, dude? Curious. I should have just grabbed him. I wasn't expecting him to stick it. Any hoodle. It's about the same amount of time as survivors. Yeah, that's not great. I'll say I do think that people probably aren't doing the poisoning because, I mean, there's definitely a degree of, well, why would you? Also, how is the fact that this replaced the guaranteed generator up here is actually hilarious. Oh, that's the banquet table. That's what it is. I couldn't figure out why some of them look different from others. Ah, that's what that does. So, like, where does it take us? Does it take us to the same place? That's... It doesn't? Or does it? I don't even know. Also curious for anyone who knows, does the poison last for a while on items? Like, or does it disappear after? Let me rephrase that. Is there a time limit to the poison? Oh, hi. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl, boss. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl, boss. Anyway, I actually was not planning on bringing her to basement, but I spun myself too harshly. I could hear her for a second. Hello. For party hats assigned! Everyone's invited to the party. Honestly, I should have walked under his shit power struggle. They haven't popped a gen yet. Also, I'm now seeing that I can, in fact, see things. Right, I should really be poisoning the portals. Okay, I am gonna make a possibly hot take / claim. I think people are not interacting with the killer poison ability as much as they should be, and that's one of the reasons they're complaining. Now, to be clear, this is literally my second match. So, like, I could be wrong. In fact, I've been more wrong before. Hehehe. Also, does throwing the poison slow or injure? I'm realizing I don't know the answer to that. I do kind of miss the remote hooking ability. That I wish that they had kept the remote hook ability, but just made it so that it would teleport someone to the nearest hook rather than the hook of their choice. Because the only issue with it last year was that you could just send people to scourge hooks from miles away. There was no savoing for that exact reason. Oh wait, is this? Oh, that's Arena. There's other Nick. Also, hello, little Poopadoo. How goes? I hope you're having a good one. Welcome in. Early thoughts on the event so far? It's not as bad as Reddit prepared me to be, for it to be. But I also don't think I've dealt with, like, a 4-man yet. And also, this is literally my second game. I'm really, really, really pissed off about the, the blood webs and lack of cakes. That one doesn't make me a happy Marcus. That one makes me a very grumpy Marcus, in fact. hello. Okay, that one, the invisibility thing, that one I am not a fan of. That, not happy about. I think she's above. I went the long way around because I thought I was following her, but I wasn't. You know what? Let's find out. I missed. Okay, so it slows. Yeah, I'm Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss squared. Dog, she's not even dead on hook and you are. What are you doing? I mean, if you want to die that badly, go for it. I hate auto-aim in this game. Hey. I don't know why you guys are trying to die. You have 3 gens left to do. But if you insist, I'm willing to end the match. Yeah, dude, sorry, I play Spirit. My ears work quite well, actually. I should have just gone and reset with Zarina instead of trying to do whatever you were trying to do, dude. GG's. Anyway, I will tell you, one thing I'm not willing to put, I'm sorry, words are hard. Guys, you're gonna get some really rare Marcus from me during this event, which I think is actually a good thing. The fact that this is such a Survivor-sided event means I'm actually willing to play in a pretty, like, normal way during event. Whereas normally, I tend to be ooh-woo, let's all get blood points, because I think a lot of, because let's be real, guys, historically, killers tend to get the boons during events, just historically. What this means, I think a lot of survivors who are used to kind of, like, eating shit during events are like, oh, wow, we can be the bullies now. We can be the ones who are doing the, equivalent of, tuddling at 5 gens during the hee-hee-ha-ha fun event. But, like, that means that I get to play normally, which is fun, and I love that for me. Because I never get to play events normally as killer. I will say, I've noticed that the gen spawns have gotten really fucked up because of the, Banquet, which is very funny. Anyway, I should be poisoning more objects for more points now that I think about it. I don't know what those sounds mean, by the way. I think I just heard someone over here. Also, sorry, Wesky, I'm sure I said something or asked something, but which one what? What did I ask? Oh, the invisibility. And the invisibility is not... That one is... I don't like that one. Now keep in mind, I still haven't gone against another one, but so far, yeah, not a fan. Oh, right, again, does this always take you to the same one or a random one? Because last time, I think it took me to a different run. Hi. A different... Oh. Wow, Zarina, do you even realize how early you were? I guess you might have done that on purpose. Let's see... Also, my... Oh, crap. Hold on. After this match, I need to fix my mouse. My cord got stuck on something. I don't even know what. I didn't even know there was one in here. Yeah. GG's gamer. Honestly, I'm glad Zarina noted. I saw the moment of, oh, wait a second. Are we? GG's. Listen. I'm not gonna date gamers. I tried to have fun in an event personally. Hello. Yeah, it's not over here. Let's see. Where is this thing? Oh, what's up, username? You guys 4K to Fungmin Squad, who was 1000% on comms with full meta. Hell yeah. Dripping with sweat. Oh, well, GG's. I hope that they took it like good sports, because those sorts of matches can be so much fun, like, / intense. And if everyone says it's like GG's an end game, it's like great, amazing. But then when people sometimes they get so pissy over, it's like, bro, come on. You're really pissed off that you didn't get to come in and bully someone? Seriously? I don't know. They didn't take it well. That's actually so dumb. I hate that for you. Well, either way, I'm glad you got the I'm glad you got the win, but that's nutty. Ugh. GG's. Makes you get your Shayna up by hitting a 4%. Nice. Don't see too many of those these days. For obvious reasons. But no, that's awesome. Can I get more cake game? Thank you. Okay. Petition for Shane to get a biker helmet also seems quieter than other survivors. Like, how quiet are we talking? Are we talking like ace level quiet or like more? Excuse me. Oh, you know what, guys? I think I might need to go grab a Pepsid or an Alka-Seltzer after this. All of a sudden, I'm getting just like a wee bit of like acid reflux out of nowhere. Damn, 3 of them are not bringing their stonks. Tisk tisk. They're not speaking in lobby. Wait, that's huge. Huge accidental change. Huge accidental change. Bugger feature, don't care. Anyway. How's everyone else enjoying the event so far, though? What were you thinking? Oh crap, I forgot to fix my mouse. You know what? After this match, I'm gonna need to remember to fix my mouse and grab a, something to take. Okay, it's the zoomy one again. I still think my least favorite thing so far is just the fact that, this is one of the events that takes me out of power as Pig. Because there are some events that will not take me out of power and others that will. I should have just gone for the M1 through the window. I might have gotten it. Or just insta-broken the pallet. You know, maybe I should start running fire up on Pig. One party hat, can it? One party hat, ha! I think that the worst matches are going to be, like, as a killer, are going to be the matches where, like, half the team is screwing around with the event and the other half is just sending gens. Because if everyone's screwing around with the event, then it's fine. Okay. I also think that the killer, well, you know what? Maybe I should play Survivor before I start making these sort of claims. Hey. Hello, Wolf. How goes? Been dealing with your mental health? Well, I assume that means you've been having something of a rough time, and I'm sorry to hear that. But I hope that things have been improving, and you're having a good week so far. Welcome in. All right. That perk exists now. Whoop! Hey, Groove, I will do that in just a few. You know what? I'm just gonna give you an extra party hat since, I don't know where Jane is. Enjoy. Welcome to the fog. Welcome to the family, son. Damn, that was definitely a decision, Maria. Okay. I should have used the, Oh, sorry, I don't have a party hat for you. Boop. Okay. I think you guys, like I said, you guys get some rare, kind of harsh gameplay from me. Okay, where is B? I'm sure that she's the... Sky Pig is real and will hurt you. Where's the other? Here it is. Goodbye, Maria. Zanshin tactics, bum ba dum bum 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 bum. Okay. I couldn't remember where my water was. Sky Pig is real and will hurt you. GG's full throttle gamer. Or whatever that perk is called these days. Oh, he's probably... actually, no. And remind me, what does dessert... Oh, right. What does dessert do when I eat it? I forgot that this is a thing. Oh, okay. Light resistant. Does that mean I'm undetectable? Let's see if I can get her the same way I got him. Oh, balanced? Oh, no, but Sky Pig is real. And almost hurt you, but not quite. Jig cheese. Okay. Okay, now it's up for V to decide who lives, who dies, who guacamoles. Yeah, I get points for doing that. Is it only you? If V's stealthing, then I might just have to go for Jane, but... Yeah, I'm following Jane, which is not who I want to chase at this point, but I will if I have to, I guess. Let me kick this pallet first. Oh, okay. Never mind, I guess I should just kill Jane. My bad. I screwed up my dash. I should get her this time. She might make it to gate, but we'll see. GG's, gamer. Okay. Whew. I'll tell you this much, I definitely have to focus a hell of a lot more in these matches than I do in my usual 1v4s. I can see why this would be an incredibly frustrating match when, for a lot of more casual players. Because as someone who plays a lot of this game, it requires a lot of focus to get decent results, and even then, they're definitely getting into endgame consistently. No, I let one of the people go who didn't bring cake. How dare I? And got it. Okay, it's it's mini light boring. Got it. improving a little bit, but getting slowly but surely. That's all we can ask for. Indeed, Wolf. An upwards trend is an upwards trend, regardless of how steep the incline is. Anyway, guys, give me 1 second. I have to do two things. I have to grab something for my stomach, because all of a sudden I'm getting, like, a massive acid reflux, and, I also have to fix my mouse, because it is catching on my desk. 1 moment. Okay. Also, hello, Lunar Masquerade. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely, lovely week so far. um, let's see. And yeah, yeah, and I see that Wesley's already addressed what you had said, Lil Poopadoo. Yeah, on Twitter they said that they were gonna start looking into the lack of cakes. I'm shocked that they didn't catch that in testing. I'm gonna be real. Especially considering people were complaining last year about how low the cake spawns were. Ah. It's funny, I was actually technically talking about Hannah Montana earlier. Because when I pulled up my Twitter earlier, there was, I don't know, some interview with someone that I had to take a quick moment to read because I was a curious creature at the moment. Ugh. But... oh wait, I don't have cake. Okay. Oh, and also, I have some Excedrin because I have quite a headache at the moment as well. And last but not least, I snitched some goldfish because why not? It's too bad because I was 100% planning on spending the first, like, hour or two of stream playing Pig and spending just all my blood points on her and just grinding cakes. This better be streamers! How dare you? How dare you come into my match and spit on my grave? You're not dead yet. Yet. Anyway. You know, I'll say this much. One thing that this event mode has done is, cut down on killer queue times, that's for diddly darn sure. Oh my lord. It is quite nice to have a sub 60-second queues again. Okay, this is the one that I've gotten the most so far. I've gotten the invisibility one once. And I haven't gotten the other one at all yet. Though I will say, and I know I said this already, but I'll say it again. The fact that they once again made another event where doing this takes you out of your power as Pig is really annoying. Because there are some events that will let you stay in power when you do it, and others that don't. I should really go prevent this gen from popping, but... This is what I meant, by the way, when I said the downside is if you're interacting with the event and the survivors or other team isn't, that's when, things get a bit rough feeling as well. Hello? That's not what I was trying to do. Bah humbug. I don't even know where he went now. Well, you shouldn't have gotten on that gen. Whose fault is that, Yui? Whose fault is this? Whose fault is this, Yui? It's yours. Anyway. God, I hope she's the one who didn't bring the cake. Gotta check. No, it's fun. See, and this is why when I'm playing, Survivor, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna take time to reset instead of popping this gen, because, you know what? It's the equivalent to me of, when killers will, like, kind of let 5 gens, or blah blah blah, you know, whatever. It's like, okay, you don't need to win more at this point, right? That's how I feel. But, a lot of survivors just don't, well, you know, whatever. Hashtag survivor main, for those who don't know. There we go. Ooh, uh-oh. I'm actually at risk of injuring my mouse. That was a real big lunge on my part, I can't lie. Like, in terms of... Okay, curious. In terms of amount of pressure I put on my mouse. Assuming she was going for the window, huh? And the wall. Okay. No. My Lara. You can't have her. Thanks for regretting greeting that generator, huh, Yui? Jeans. There you are. I've said it before, guys. I play killer like I'm a DM in D&D. If everyone's taking things slow, relaxing, maxing, getting our points, then I'll slow my roll. If a bunch of gens pop before I get my first down, then like, listen, I know that you guys might not believe me, but I actually don't try to throw matches. I'm just dumb. I take dumb bait. Anyway, Lara gets hacked. I'll say, it's funny because in previous events, I've intentionally not used, like, the killer, like, slowdown powers because of, and, like, long-distance injury, like, for example, with the haunts and the... Is that Lucky Break, or am I stupid? Like, the haunts in, the Halloween event. Because it just feels so bad to have... I did it again. Well, like, this is one of the only time, this time I'm like, hell yeah, I'll use these things. I have no idea where she went. A distortion. Hey. Guys, I'm definitely dabbling in hashtag bad streamer mode today, but that's because I'm honestly enjoying the hell out of these matches, to be clear. Like, it might sound like I'm shit-talking in some way, shape, or form, but I swear I'm not. I'm actually enjoying the hell out of it. I've talked about this before. I love intense matches, but it's... Oh, you know what, Laura? Be free. Oh, it's not Lucky Break, unless she just had it expire, which I guess would make sense. GG's. Nick, honestly, never mind. I was gonna say he should be dead because I don't think she can make it back over to that side of the map in time, but apparently she can. Oh, right, it's the fake palette one. That's, or the fragile palette one. That's the one version I haven't encountered yet of this event. Oh, you know what? Great movement on his part to not just wait there. Okay. Sorry, Fungmin, but, 1, she went second. First hook. 2. I'm sorry, but you didn't bring me cake. GG's friend. If it makes you feel better, your friend will live. Lara lives, so... GG's, and, I'm sorry. She knew right away. I wonder if she saw me ignoring her before I got the feeling. I got a feeling this pig will be leaving. I'll be escaping. Oh, haha. I was gonna say, it sounds so bad, like, 1-2ing Yui right off rip, but, like, Gamer got right back on a generator that I was about to pop while injured after getting hooked with a hat on her head. Like, come on. And she did indeed boot the snoot. Okay. I need to stretch for a second. Ooh, you know, one thing that I've discovered lately is, and by lately, I mean over the course of- haha, thank you for watering your streamer, Tamagotchi. The last couple weeks, okay, actually, for those who don't know, I am not a very physically active person. It's, one of the things that I've been trying to work on over the years is getting myself into, like, an exercising routine and stuff. But the one thing that I at least tend to do more often than not is just stretches, just basic stretches. Side note, it's very funny, as someone who's always been very not flexible, I finally realized how to properly stretch, and I'm realizing that, damn, I genuinely thought that I was being not flexible was just like an intrinsic trait to me that I couldn't change. It's very funny discovering that no, I just didn't know how to properly, like, stretch as, like, an adult, you know? Slash teenager or whatever. Point is, though, I haven't been doing my, daily stretches, or I was lapsing in them for a couple weeks, and I realized that I really have to get back into doing them, because I am realizing that I am just so many parts of my body are just so, like achy slash, like, stiff. It's for, like, just then when I was doing that, I could just feel whatever muscle is here. I'm like, ooh, that's way tighter than I want it to be. Anyway. I mean, I know I'm opening myself up for jokes, but I also think that it's, like, a kind of useful topic to discuss because, being sure to keep yourself not just in shape in, like, a exercise way, but making sure that you don't let keeping that stuff going as an adult, and I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm actually gonna quit while I'm behind. I need my Excedrin to kick in. I've got a migraine. I can't speak properly. I need cake in-game. Yep. Yep. Like that the pig is dressed for the equation. Oh, yeah. I said equation instead of occasion, I think. And yeah, I decided that I needed to make sure that I was looking the part. I love this outfit. I am so glad that the Saw license holders seem to have a good relationship with behavior, so we got this. Like, guys, I was so... Words can't describe how excited I was for Pig to get an anniversary skin last year. And not just an anniversary skin, but a cute, like, well, cute, your mileage may vary, but to me, a cute one with, like, cute little details on it. Like her little bow tie. I wear a bow tie now. Bow ties are cool. I also wear a fez. Fezzes are cool. God, I don't know when the last time I made that reference was. God. You know what's... one aspect of fandom that I'm kind of sad seem to have died out are fan songs, but, like, when I was in, like, late middle school, not late, oh my god, no, like, high school, basically, into college, there were a lot of, like, bands themed around various fandoms. For example, there was Schrock, which was short for Sherlock Rock, aka fan songs about the BBC's Sherlock. And there were just some really... this one, okay. There were some, honestly, really fun / good ones, and I'm just sad that they don't seem to, be around too. Oh my god, you can see where they lead, huh? Or maybe you can't, I don't know. So far, this one is the one I dislike the most, but I've also only done this one once. I was like, there's no way she's in here, right? But it was a Jane, so I had to check. I fat-fingered left click. No, I didn't. I hate that she knows how to play against Pig. I'm sorry, I just auto-aim onto that. Okay. I hate it. I need to use my slowdown ability. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's Vi! Hello. He doesn't know. He's probably gonna think that's BM, but he doesn't know. He'll know in the end. Guys, that's a perfect example of how little I pay attention to names, by the way. Don't worry. Eventually he'll realize that's a hello. Howdy ho, Junior Rangers. Howdy ho, Ranger Joe. Hi. I'm sorry, am I literally looping my demons right now? I am. She went towards Shaq. I'm such a dummy. I don't think that worked. I'll just kick it. No one's getting their party hats. These guys are just too efficient on gens. Okay, one thing I definitely need to do is take note of when survivors are just ignoring the banquet. Because, yeah, I definitely waste time by engaging with the banquet when they're just, doing gens. That's for diddly darn sure. Okay, I think what I have to do is just treat matches normally until I start seeing banquet stuff happening. That's probably the, correct gameplay loop. Quote-unquote correct. I'm giving you an extra party hat because I don't know where Sable is. And she got me looping my demons earlier, so... You're going to the party twice, Vi. Okay. Oop. Guys, you know what? I'm so sorry. Like I said, I know I'm more than dabbling in bad streamer mode. I don't know where this person went. Alas, I have no object permanence. True tragedy. Beautiful. Yeah, this is... Oh, you know what? I actually thought the log was connected to the loop. Hee 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 hee. Oink 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 oink. And no worry about a pallet save. Lovely. Hey, where are you going, Lara? I can't lie, I was half expecting Dead Horde there. Okay, much better position than the start of this match would have you believe. Anyway, again, hashtag bad streamer, good match, stressful match, y'all know the drill. GG's, Yui. I actually did not think that would connect. That was lucky on my part. Okay. I'll say, I'm definitely, well, one, just in a better position thanks to, not having to rely on my aim. Hashtag Huntress, am I right? But, it's starting to get more used to the gameplay loop for sure. I do not remember where I hooked Lara, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. I'd love to find Sable, but I've got no idea where she is. I have not seen her in ages. Actually, since I hooked her and I watched her wandering off. Oh! What? Hey, Wesky. I see that you want me to do my anime bro-tag voice. It's me. I don't really know how I got in this situation, but it seems we're here together. I'm just currently trying to, look for some survivors. I'd rather find Sable, but she's been pretty well hidden for a while. Also, again, guys, I know that, again, I'm definitely more than dabbling in hashtag bet streamer mode. I'm gonna keep calling attention to it. It might wind up, being fixable, but I'm afraid I can't guarantee that. I was gonna say, I think the survivors are resetting over here somewhere. There she is. I love doing that, especially when they have Iron Will. It's so satisfying. Like, oh, you think that your flashlight is... You don't realize your flashlight is not your salvation, it is your downfall. Run fast for your mother, run fast for your father, run for your children, for your sisters and brothers. Leave all your love and your longing behind. You can't carry it with you if you want to survive. The dark days are over, the dark days are done. Can you hear the horse say yes? 'Cause here they come. And I never wanted anything from you. Da-dun. 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 I was literally thinking, okay, if it's as long as it's not adrenaline, I'm fine here. Where'd you go? I just saw it. I'm moving by the special treatment because I think this is the first time I've ever run into what I've been killer. And also I'm just really proud of that. Omae wa mou shinderu. You can both live. You can both live. Okay, you know what? Okay, bye! What's going on here? I actually assumed they were a duo, but this wasn't even intentional, honestly. And honestly, you know what? You can have the achievement now, Vi. Congrats. GG's. It'll all make sense in a few moments. Also, I didn't find Sable the entire match. I was really thinking about letting her go. That was either they were a duo or she was ratting for a while, which, like I said, I could not find her for a while. I assumed they were a duo, but Anyway, sorry guys. Anyway, sorry, I'm back from being bad streamer mode. That was like bad streamer mode, and then for more bad streamer mode, it didn't have to be. First of all, hello, Moxie. How goes? I hope you're doing well. Oh, you gave your money to Rockstar. I see. Did you decide to go for the regular edition or the deluxe out of curiosity? Because I've been I'm probably gonna end up just waiting for the PC release since I literally don't have a next gen console. So technically, like, I have to, though I don't have to, but like I will because I'm not gonna buy a console for it. But yeah, and also Beatles. Okay. Give me 1 second to drink some water, and then I'm gonna catch up on chat. Mm. Mm. Sorry. Okay. Hello. I'm back. Oh gosh, wow, that was a long match, huh? I am so sorry, guys. I hate to say, this is probably gonna be pretty typical of today's gameplay loops. I'm definitely gonna be kind of focusing on the game a lot, more than usual even. And yes, I love the skin on Pig. It's so fun. I love the details. It's just a fun skin. I love it. The mask, I love the unique mask, and also I love the color scheme, the blue and black and gold. But let's see. Would the doctor get stuck in the fog? Probably. He'd probably have to have the actually, he wouldn't need the binding thing, but the entity would have to steal a sonic screwdriver, that's for sure. Was a name you couldn't stop looking at. It was a Sable name playing with one hand right now. God. She hid the entire match while her teammates died and gave up on first. Rubber Ducky, it seems you accidentally predicted some interesting parts about that match, funny enough. Oh, and Beatles, honestly, I feel like this match is like, or this event, look, it's definitely Survivor favored. I think that Reddit is definitely, slash the general opinion is being a little insta aggro about it. Because keep in mind, I'm playing without regression perks. Now, I'll say, I'm gonna pat myself on the back for a second. I think we can all agree that I'm more than like slightly decent at the game, okay? I don't think I'm being egotistical when I say that. I'm pretty good at the game. I should be with the time I've spent in it. But that is to say, let's just pretend for a second that my ending chases relatively quickly compensates for my lack of regression perks. So let's just pretend that I, without regression, am equivalent to someone who brings regression, okay? Let's just call that for now, just for argument's sake. It's definitely Survivor favored. I think that one of the biggest issues that killer players have in general with this game, possibly hot take, is that because it's a solo role, a lot of people wind up kind of treating it like a single player game, whether intentional or not. I think they tend to forget that it is a 1v4, and there are 4 other human players on the other side. Whereas if you're in a 5v5 in Valorant, or a 1v1 in some other game, it's easier to, like, remember that it's a live game where you're playing against other human beings. Which means that you have to adapt to what the other side is doing. I've only played a few games at this point, but one pattern I've already noticed is that if you don't adjust to what the other team is doing, you're gonna get outpaced. If the survivors are doing all Banquet stuff and you're only focusing on traditional gameplay loops, you're going to run into the issue of them being able to teleport and go invisible and do this, that, and the other. However, if you're poisoning everything and the survivors are cranking out generators, then 3 gens are gonna pop before you found a single survivor because you've been pissing about on the map, doing nothing, basically. And I think a lot of players, for some reason, are unable to adapt to, basically, they're like, this is my game and I want to play it how I want to play it. Well, joke's on you, buddy. The survivors can also play how they want to play it, and you kind of have to adapt to that. And I think that is a big thing. Like, my first game, I really wasn't remembering to poison or use... Like, the slowdown is good if you can aim it well. The poisoning the abilities, it's... Now, here's the thing, which I can agree with. It's kind of feels silly that most of your interaction with the event is the literal act of preventing survivors from interacting with the event. You don't gain anything from doing it, you just deny them from getting anything. On the other hand, okay, I think that the reason that a lot of not a lot of killer players, but I think that a lot of people are failing to see the benefit of that, because Beatles, it's because I just saw your most recent message pop up, because it's not just denying them. They don't know until they try to interact with it that they've been poisoned. I've had multiple times where a survivor has tried to eat their food in front of me and gotten poisoned right in front of me, or tried to enter a portal to teleport away, but they can't because I poisoned it already. It's basically like playing Trapper or Hag, where you're setting up a counterplay in advance. But the problem is, I don't think a lot of people see that as what it is, which is, it's basically you're taking time to poison something now to either deny them the ability, end of story, or help you in a chase if they try to cheese it in chase. Because if they're doing stuff out of chase, all it does is waste their time. But if they're doing stuff in chase, it wastes their time and it helps you get the hit. And I think that's where the benefit is. It's kind of like how there are a lot of killer perks that you don't see the effects of as killer, but you really feel them as survivor. Anyway, so that's where I'm kind of at right now. And also, Wesky with trapping Banquet stuff, that is, I always just get the urge to do that when I play these events. I'm like, what if I just trap all of this silly nonsense stuff? Like, playing 2v8 and trapping totems is a very funny concept to me. Huh. Anyway. Wait, sorry, Rubber Ducky, you're done with your Cyberpunk DVD skins. Where do you want them? They're not really spoilers. That's the thing making you hesitate. If, let's put it this way. If they're not actually spoilers, like, if they're just themes or vibes, as long as they're not specific characters / don't spoil things for specific characters, I'd say you can put them in the art channel. If I would have thought if it's a sort of thing that I would have thought it was a spoiler, I would say it's probably better to put it in the Cyberpunk specific channel in the Discord. But I would say art is fine unless it's... I'd say if it's a foot over the line. If it approaches the line, it's fine. If you think it crosses the line, like, even a little bit, I know that that's a hard distinction to make. Let's put it this way. The fact that it's probably fine to post in art, I'd say just use your discretion. If you don't think it's gonna be any spoilery sort of things, then it's fine. And yes, Billilord, he is a new survivor. And actually, really quick, I'm going to throw some blood points into him, because I just got him. Here he is. I gotta get that home. Let's see, did I get any cake? I got 4 cakes. Anyway. But yeah, I think I kind of summed up, long story short, how I feel about it. There's probably more details, but... Oh, wait, what do the anniversary items look like this year? Hold on. I just realized. Oh, black and red! Okay, this is a fun... actually, kind of rusty. Cool. See... Okay, that's enough blood points spent for now. Let's see. You know what? I'm actually gonna put on fire up. Ooh, you know what, Wesky, oh, you did it on a year. You're talking about, trapping the other things. Got it. Oh, on your P100 Nancy, you're getting a cake every blood web. That's really nice. That's really nice. I seem to remember or recall that was the case last year as well, where once you actually got, if you were at P100, you would get one of everything. Well, I do want to remember to check most matches who's bringing the stuff. Oh, yeah, with the doctor bug. You know, I did see that on... Well, actually, funny enough, when I went to check their behaviors post about the cakes, I saw the description of doctor slash... They currently have the info in the news section of the game. Also, guys, again, I'm gonna say one more time, I am sorry that I'm airing on the side of bad streamer mode. I hope this is fun, though. I'm actually enjoying this event more than I was I didn't think I would not enjoy it, to be clear. But all of the naysaying definitely had me prepared for the worst. But it's really not that bad. I mean, it's rough, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, it's not so much worse than how Survivor has felt during some other anniversaries, you know what I mean? I hate that it refunds your lunge because of Sprint Burst. I actually don't know where he went. I thought I'd be able to see, like, scratch marks or something. One party hat, count it, one party hat, ha. I will say it's very funny seeing the banquet tables replace the guaranteed generators. That is a kind of hilarious, unexpected result. I see. Spirit Gaming, even while I'm playing Pig. If you're curious, I saw the grass moving. Why are you all over here? Hello, Robin. Sometimes just about hiding a red stain for just long enough. Hee hee hee. Hi, Sable. Actually, didn't mean to teleport right next to you. Awesome. Ooh. I hate it. Like I said, this one is so far my least favorite version, or, like, event that you can get. But I also haven't even gotten the other one, the palette one. I love knowing survivor movement. That's one of the best, and this is one of the, not often talked about parts of playing the other side is, once you have an idea of what your pathing would be, you start to be able to adjust for, what survivors actually do. Also, hello, Spin! How goes? I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. I'm so sorry. I've been talking about how this session I'm basically just more than slightly dabbling in #bad streamer mode. Let's see, Sable and Robin were the two who didn't bring cake. Good to know. Also, I've not seen other Shane for quite some time. But yes, I am so sorry. I know that I'm more than dabbling in bad streamer mode. It's requiring quite a bit of a focus, so to say. Hi. I almost missed him, funny enough. And 4 party hats, count 4 party hats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, guys, I think I probably am just gonna do all killer today. Because I'm actually quite enjoying the loop, and if I do survivor, it'll be towards the end. Mine. You tried. Hey, Keek. Going for a walk, you said? Have fun. Do you have your phone? Oh, wow. Haha. Oh, wow. I literally forgot about this boon. GG, Sable. Ooh, okay, okay. Oh my god, okay, wait. Hold on. I just came up with a reason to play Survivor in this mode. Like, more than the obvious. If you get the, invisibility event and you have, like, quick and quiet head on, that'd be so funny. Because that's what I was thinking was happening. You get one, kid. I really, you know what? I think I actually have to do a Survivor match or two because I've got no idea how long the, let me rephrase that. Like, I need to get a better idea for how long the event stuff lasts. Because I have no idea how long I should be waiting to, waiting for someone to, like, reappear, you know? Okay. GG's. Okay. Anyway, this was, hello there, hey Astery. Gamer, I know that I probably felt, I'm gonna be honest, first of all, I think everyone had been hooked at least once with a couple of y'all death hook, but, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if it's possible you didn't realize just from the Survivor perspective, but you guys had like 3 generators with more than 50% progress. Robin, you didn't even bring me cake, Robin. Robin? Robin? You're lucky I like you. Oh, but GG's gamer, yeah, like I said, you guys had a lot of gen progress, and it was just wrong place, wrong time. I ignored you a couple times when you had your trap on. But, gotta do what I gotta do sometimes. But, I do hope you have a good event, and, I appreciate you swinging by. Listen, how about this? If I run into you again, you can be the one to live. Scout's honor. Which actually means something, because, I actually was a scout. I was a scout throughout school. But yeah, if it's, I'll tell you this much, the invisibility is a really solid ability. It's really hard to track survivors when they go invisible. When you have this particular version of the event. When Rubber Ducky, 17 skins, hell yeah. That's a lot. Also, Liz Letty on a 100, speaking of a lot, on a 140 stream streak, welcome back. Dude, that is a huge number. Your continued viewership and support is as always appreciated. Hello, I hope you're having a lovely, lovely day, and I can't believe I killed the Chad Tory gamer. Tisk tisk me. I should have known. But welcome back, Liz. I hope you're having a lovely week so far. Howdy, howdy. And actually, I think that is a good reason for this match to, I'm gonna do one Survivor game, because I need to get an idea of what the match feels like. That's really what it comes down to. Like, from the Survivor perspective. I'm also gonna put on Shane's perks and just YOLO swag adept. That sucks. I hate myself. No, I don't. I mean, I do, but I don't. Anyway. Join just in time to see a Snoop Boop. Robin knows the way. Hey, you know, I'll say one thing. Sometimes survivors make it easy to pick who kind of gets, walked back a little bit. Since, only one goes for the boot. Better remember the name? I will. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember. Hey, Astro YouTube. Doesn't need his name up in lights. He just gotta run from the Dwight. Anyway. You know what, actually, let me just do this so that I can get the highest tier of my perk. Okay. Whew. Every time you try to go for a boop, you get tunneled. Oh no. I understand not being allowed to boop, but the tunnel wunnel is a rough response. Honestly, kind of in character from what I understand about the Saw franchise, though. Yeah. 100% reason to remember the pain. Now I can see your pain. I'm sorry. I cry so. Now I can see your pain. I'm sorry. I cry tonight. If I could take all this pain away, use the rage of our youth today. Who's to say that it's you to blame? It's the people above you. The ones who say that they love you. Look what the world has come to. So now it's time to say fuck you. God, I'm really revealing something about myself by knowing all the lyrics to this song. It's been years since I've listened to it. It's no one there when they judge you. No one cares when they numb you, drill you with terror and crush you. But As they shove you, so you look to me to find the truth. But what I say is what you do. But everyone you look up to is really as fucked up as you. Time is getting shorter with these enforced disorders, and we get blamed and pushed around. Who's the fucking villain now? Anyway, little bit of a Hollywood undead for you. My music tastes are varied. Sometimes you get some Fallout Boy, sometimes you get some Hollywood undead. Also, Billalord, honestly, I don't remember what half of these perks do. One of them lets you basically permanently add healing charges to somebody. And then there's this perk, apparently, that I forgot didn't get nerfed. Why did I think I was injured already? I really thought I took a hit at some point. Anyway. Hold on, let me catch up. One of them allows you to add permanent healing, one gives haste when vaulting pallet. Yes, thank you, Rubber Ducky, for giving the information when, I couldn't. Yeah, the fact that that last perk they let go to live without just kill switching it is shocking to me. I'm wondering if they actually just want to get more data. Data. Oh, the event made me healthy? Dang, that's rough. Then again, I guess they're technically... I kind of wish... Okay, one thing I really liked about the Masquerade is that basically all of the events you could... Or event things that you could get had both pros and cons, you know what I mean? Like, you would get healed, but you'd also get exposed, you know? I kind of wish it would work that way this go-around as well. I understand why it doesn't, because, you know, why would survivors do something that both benefits them and gives them a rough time of things, but, I was gonna go accept death. Wait, I don't get my adept because of how this game works. That's so annoying. Wait, but you have an endgame build. Honestly, can I just say, absolutely based of these aces to go from like kind of being hee hee ha ha about it to like actually being really good sports. That is actually so appreciated in general, because they were definitely doing a little bit of hee hee ha ha's, but then because the gamer was just saying that this was his first Jason game, and that's just really, really. Yeah, it's yeah the yeah it's yeah oh yeah. Oh, well, I'm talking to a void, but that's fine. Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, definitely not a mode to learn new killers, and that's for sure. Often I find that the events are like good ways to practice new killers. Definitely not this one. I don't know if you guys didn't see it, by the way. Yeah, I was saying that unless you are really, really good at your killer and ending chases super fast, um it's the gens are gonna pop fast, and or the survivors are gonna be getting the dessert or whatever it's called. It's a jungle out here. Honestly though, I'm kind of glad because the speed one I could understand from the killer perspective. I really just want to know how long that fucking invisibility lasts so I can stop trying to be a spirit gamer when not being playing spirit. Cause holy crap, that one is a nightmare. And I still haven't even gotten the fake palette one. Hello there, Ivan von Krunkel. GG's gamer 2. Can I just say no, I first of all, much respect. Like I would say that was really really sweet, such a like quickly recognizing that, oh yeah, this is like not the vibes that you thought it was at first. Like yeah, that's nightmare. Definitely not a mode to learn a new killer. And oh my gosh, I've actually been that was my first survivor game of the event. I've been doing killer, and it's something. It's gosh, oh it's the invis is like 3 seconds. Got it, Wesky. Okay, yeah, I think that Iron Will is probably going to be meta for this event because of that mode. It's terrible. Should have never pushed for live. It's not great, that's for sure. It's definitely more in Survivor's favor than the last anniversary, because the last couple anniversaries were definitely in Killer's favor. This one, but let's say they were like, "Oh, thank you for the follow, Ivan von Krunkel." For as much difficulty as I just had spitting out your name, first of all, I love your name. But thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's definitely way more survivor favor than the previous ones have been killer favored. One thing I've noticed from playing killer though is you kind of have to adapt very quickly to what the survivors are doing. If the survivors are actually playing with the event powers and going for the banquet and stuff, then you have to take your time to poison stuff. But if they're cranking gens, you have to ignore the poisoning altogether. And if half the survivor team is here's unbreakable pallets and invincibility creamy pasta. I think this is the fake palette one actually. Basically, it's a lot of adapting to what the other side is doing, but in like the most annoying way possible. I'll say this much, though. I'm enjoying it more as Killer than I was enjoying Lights Out as Survivor. I don't know if that's saying much. Well, this is an interesting looking... That's cool. Okay, so I guess they do have some unique tiles that they added for the event. I have already played on this map and somehow didn't see that. Oh, but GG's again, and perhaps we shall run into each other again in the fog. Okay. Oh yeah, and Shane's perks, the one definitely should have been kill switched until they nerfed it properly. I already put one in here, which is why I'm bringing it over here. Also, not me having no idea which hex this is, because I was not paying attention. Oops, did I do that? Also, one thing I've noticed is that, may as well cleanse it. You know what I did? It's kind of funny. I didn't even realize that you actually had to hit the button to lend a hand. I thought it would just automatically do it. That's a death pallet against Jason. Anyway, guys, I am one of the... It's basically just Freddy, where, for whatever reason, whenever Jason teleports, I have no idea where he is. I don't know if I should do this right now. Okay, I was right that he doesn't have DS. That was the most important thing. I know he has Obsession, but I was pretty sure he did not have DS. And I did low-key farm him, but that's because I knew everybody else was around. Oh no. Well. Okay. Wait, does it always heal everybody?
You're a lifesaver.
Oh my god, this poor generator. Well, hello, Sent One. How goes? I hope you're having a good one. Welcome in. Anyway. Yui, I'm gonna ask that you die for me because I want my adept. I'll save you if you want me to. Okay, thank you, Yui. Now you see Hatch open up? I'm gonna go ask for mercy if I can. Oh wow, that's how that works. I see. Please. Please, sir. I just want my adept. Pretty please. That I'll never run this perk again, I promise. Thank you, sir. Thank you. You're a kind, kind man. Even though you did murder all of my friends. Oh, finally. Ooh. Oh, you did Shane's event, adept in the event and didn't count. Question, did the killer disconnect out of curiosity? Huh, interesting. You know, I will say, I know some people were talking, like, super, super early that his adept wasn't even showing up in their achievement list. So it's possible that you did it early enough that it just wasn't available yet. I'm guessing it was probably a, kind of, like, delayed trigger on behavior's part, or something like that. I know that I'm not wording it very clearly, but that's because I'm just kind of guesstimating. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to doing Killer. Because I'm actually, believe it or not, I am enjoying Killer in the event, because it's interesting. It's difficult, but it's interesting. Speaking of the event, though, has Behavior made any new posts about the blood point, or not blood points, excuse me, the cake spawn rates? Because last I saw, they had done their Twitter post saying that they were looking into it. I got your, yeah, I just got mine, too. Ho-ho, congrats. Adept buddies. But I know that earlier on the Reddit, a couple people were saying that the achievement just wasn't even on their Steam list, basically. I don't know if they were on Steam or were on console, to be clear. But they were saying that the Adept just straight up wasn't even showing up as available. Also, guys, if I missed anything, please let me know. Wait, sorry, they said they fixed it? Like the Adept or the cake? I assume the Adept, because I don't think they fixed the cake. And if they did fix the cake, then I gotta restart my game. Because it definitely wasn't fixed for me, that's for sure. The web? Okay. In that case... I'll probably restart my game after this match, then. Actually, I think after this match, I'm gonna take, like, a 5-minute break, because I have to use the little gamer's room anyway. So that'll be a good chance to, restart the game. And you know what? I'll let you guys vote during my break on whether we do a Killer or Survivor for the rest of the night.